You may look at this and think, that's ridiculous. There's no way I could ever eat.
Reacting to my old raw videos. This is another thing that you guys request a lot. And I always think that I don't have anything else. There's nothing else that's like potentially fun or interesting. But then I find more stuff that's potentially fun and interesting. So I've got a few options here. I think I'm going to choose this one. How to lose weight eating pounds of food every day. Oh no. I haven't seen these videos since I published them probably, and this one is from 8 years ago, April 4th, 2012. 3,470 views, 4 minutes and 41 seconds. My videos used to be so short. I can't even imagine how can you make a video that short? How? Teach me, old self.
So I'm holding my little bundle of joy.
What is the lighting choice here? Yes, no, let's film with the light at your back. Let's just film right in front of a huge sliding glass door. Like what? Okay. I know I'm not like the best when it comes to filming and whatnot, but that is interesting choice.
6 Atalfo mangoes, and this will be my meal for lunch today. Actually, I'll probably have some spinach with it too, like 5 to 8 ounces of spinach along with the mango. So I like to take a bite of mango and then take a bite of spinach. It's really good.
No, it's not. I remember trying to do that for a while and like it was okay. And then I quit. And then I went back to the Atalfo mangoes with romaine because that was far more bearable. Because at this point, I knew that greens were like really important and I needed to eat more greens. This was after I had gained, wait, was this? Yes, this was after I gained a bunch of weight eating 30 bananas a day. Now raw till 4. Originally it was 30 bananas a day and it was all raw. Yeah, I gained a bunch of weight eating that. I was just so hungry all the time. And so I switched to eating more greens and lots of celery and stuff and lost the weight. I don't even know, within like a few months, it just completely dropped off and I felt a lot better and a lot more satisfied because I don't know, maybe eating all fruit is like not good for you. So yeah, started eating, a pound of lettuce and a bunch of other vegetables and stuff every day. I started trying to get more lettuce like into my lunch, not just having it all for dinner. So yeah, I would do that during the summer. I would eat mango and romaine and that wasn't so bad. I was able to stick with that. But yeah, I definitely didn't stick with the Atalfo mangoes and spinach. Oh god.
You may look at this and think, that's ridiculous. There's no way I could ever eat 6 whole mangoes and spinach for a meal.
How'd you guess? How'd you guess that was my response? Mind reader.
And if I did, it would be way too much sugar and way too much carbs, and I'd end up gaining weight and getting fat and all that kind of stuff.
I don't think I would gain weight and get fat. I didn't. Eating this way. Again, I did when it was almost exclusively fruit. Once I really focused on getting lots of vegetables every single day, I was able to maintain, obviously I'm slimmer there than I am now. My face looks totally different. Like that's what aging does. Look how different my face is. It's so much fuller. This was, what did I say? 2012. So really like 9 years ago. So yeah, I'm in like my early 20s. Losing that collagen. Although honestly, I prefer the way my face looks now. So that's nice. I'm sure a lot of you would disagree with that, but I prefer my slimmer look, at least for now. I know in a few years I'm gonna be thinking very differently. And it's hard to tell because the video quality is very bad and the weird ass lighting I'm sure doesn't help. But my hair looks really poofy and probably a little bit dry, maybe. I don't think I was doing no poo at this point, or did I do that later? When I did like no shampoo and just washed with like apple cider vinegar or something. I think that's how my hair got though. It got pretty poofy and like dry, like not terrible looking, but really, really different. It's just funny to watch stuff like this where I'm just, and other people too, they're just so sure about the way that they're eating at the time and this is what's going to help people lose weight and blah, blah, blah. And here I am 9 years later, not at all eating that way. So yeah, sure, you can lose weight, but how long can you actually do that for? How long can you actually go without bread, And of course, weight doesn't tell the whole story. Like, yeah, I was skinnier, But number one, I'm not that much lighter than I am now, so it's not clear what the benefit there is. I mean, I'm well within normal BMI. I'm about 130 right now. So it's not clear what the benefit there is. But also, who knows all the things I was deficient in. I'm pretty sure I started taking B12 at that point, thank God. But iodine, I wasn't eating salt, and I certainly wasn't eating iodized salt. I ate like Dulse Flakes sometimes, but not super often.
Most of my diet is predominated by fresh fruit, and that was my cat. You just moved the camera.
Which cat, though? Tell us. Which cat was it? I need to know. Was it McGurk? Was it Finnegan? Was it Sniff?
So I eat a lot of fruit, a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. I also eat vegetables too.
I don't know why that made me laugh. I also eat vegetables too. It's not just fruit. Thank God it's fruit and vegetables. So much variety.
I eat pounds of food every single day, and yet I've actually been able to lose weight on this diet. In fact, I actually eat more calories than I did when I ate a cooked food diet or a cooked vegan diet.
That is true. Going by when I used Chronometer when I was vegan and when I used it when I was raw, it seemed like I was able, if I remember correctly, able to eat like 200, 300 more calories on raw, which is not too surprising because, you know, cooking breaks down fiber and whatnot to some extent. You're probably not getting all of what you're eating, right? So it's not like a good thing. You're eating in a really inefficient way, right? By getting all of your calories from raw foods. And who knows what else you're missing as well, right? Who knows what else is bound up with that fiber that you're not getting, like calcium.
To lose weight and to get to a healthy weight, I had to eat typically like 1,300 to 1,500 calories a day on cooked foods. On a raw food diet, I eat about 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, depending on how active I am.
Wait, okay, that is not true. 1,300 to 1,500, okay, if I wasn't doing like anything, if I wasn't active at all, but that is not a lot at all for me. I would have been very thin if I were working out and eating only 1,300 to 1,500 calories. I know, because that's when I got down to 104, I think was my lowest weight. Maybe there was a period of time where I ate or I thought I was eating. You know, that's the problem too. People are bad about counting calories, and I don't think I did that before I originally went vegan and was trying to do like the Dr. Furman stuff. So maybe I thought I was eating 1,500, but I was actually eating way more than that. That wouldn't be surprising. I don't know, but no, if I remember correctly, it was more like to be at that weight, right? Which is lower than I am now. Then it was like 1,800, something like that. Whereas currently, I'm a lot more active. I think, I'm trying to think what I was doing at this time. I think I was doing a little bit of weight training and like HIIT training, like really short workouts, not like a whole lot. Whereas right now I train for an hour to an hour and a half in the morning. And then I also walk around and cook and clean and do stuff with the kids. So yeah, I mean, I'm regularly burning 2,200 plus calories a day. So yeah, I eat a lot of food, and it's not all fruit and romaine. So.
And I'm able to not only lose the weight, but maintain the weight easily. I don't have to count calories like I did before or restrict my calories like I did before. I can just eat until I'm full. Sure,
I've no doubt I was able to eat as much fruit as I wanted, as much mango and spinach as I wanted, and I ate a lot of food. You know, what did I have, like 6 or 7 mangoes there? Yep, I remember having that for lunch. You can't have bread, you know? You can't have all the super tasty, yummy foods. It's like any diet, you know, anyone can lose weight. It's maintaining it and actually sticking with the diet, and sticking with this, well, it's pretty hard.
Again, this is what I eat on a regular basis. That's just my lunch meal. So I'll have another meal of a lot of fruit.
This is just making me laugh so much because literally last night, we got pizza from one of the vegan pizza places here that we order from. And I couldn't even have 3 slices. And they're not huge slices at all. Like I ate 2.5. And I hadn't had like anything. I think I had some cereal that morning and a couple other like little just kind of snacky things. I just wasn't very hungry. I didn't work out or anything yesterday. So it's just like, eh. And so by the time we got pizza, it was like, oh, I'm pretty hungry. And seriously, I couldn't even finish 3 like small slices. And here I'm talking about eating 6 or 7 mangoes plus 5 to 8 ounces of spinach. Like, what? Oh, I am hungry though. We've got some Progresso soup that is going to expire pretty soon, so I'm gonna have some of that. My little mixture that I do, the lentil Progresso, half of that, or a cup of that, whatever, half of a can, I think it's about a cup, and then half of the garden vegetable mixed together. I'm gonna be real farty, but it's worth it. I don't know why I needed to mention that.
Several oranges today, or I may have several oranges and a pineapple or something.
Whenever I think about oranges and like that time period, I just think about drinking all that orange juice and getting so nauseous, and I can't. Like, I can drink the concentrated orange juice fine, but anytime since then, and this was well before this, anytime I have tried to make and drink fresh orange juice, it is so gross. It's so overly sweet and yuck.
And then for dinner, I have a huge salad, like humongous salad of greens, about a pound of greens, even more sometimes, celery, and some other ingredients in a really big salad. So again, that's about 1800.
Did I block that out? It just dawned on me that I tried to eat this diet like just recently. What, a couple months ago? One month ago? I think I blocked it out. It was so bad. My stomach hurt so much after that fucking salad. I just blocked it out. This whole thing talking about, yeah, it's so hard, it's so hard. And I haven't even mentioned that, hey, I have a video like trying to eat this way again, because I totally forgot.
It's several pounds of food, and so again, many people think, oh, that's so much food, you're going to gain weight.
Some people might think that, but other people might think, oh, it's so much food, you're gonna be like in pain, or you're gonna be pissing all the time and shitting all the time, and like maybe that's not the best. It's a lot easier, I guess is my point. It's a lot easier to answer the calorie thing, because obviously like a meal of 7 mangoes, this is like low calorie food in terms of volume, so you can eat a lot more of it compared to like when we're talking about, you know, the weight of it, or how, you know, again, weight or volume, right? It's gonna weigh a lot more than a sandwich and chips or whatever. It's also gonna just take up more space. If you put it in a bowl, it's gonna take up more of the container than a sandwich and chips. So like, yeah, that's an obvious, or that's an easy one to answer. Like, yeah, you think you're gonna get fat, but this is a lot less calories, blah blah blah. You're gonna be so full from all the fiber. It's a lot harder to answer like, no, we're not talking about calories. We're just talking about physically eating that amount of food is like maybe uncomfortable. And you do get used to it. I mean, again, I'm not lying. I ate that amount of food every single day. The problem is what it does to your stomach long term. I've talked about, I think it took a long time for my stomach to get back to normal. I mean, now I think some of it is aging, and I'm just, because it's very common to have a lower appetite as you get older. I think especially for women, once we cross that 30 or so 30-year-old threshold, I think it's pretty common for us, you know, to just eat a little bit less, you know, and have a little bit lower appetite. Just gradually over the years, it seemed like I was able to feel full on less food. And that was one of the harder things, and one of the things I complained about when I started eating cooked food again. It was really hard for me to feel satisfied on what should have been, like, was still a large amount of food. I would still make like a sizable salad, but it had like beans and whatnot in it, right? And I still would not feel full because my body was just so used to just insane amounts of food for one meal. You know, 64-ounce smoothies. Oh my God.
You know, a pound of steak is significantly more calories than a pound of bananas. Plus, it's much more nutritious than a pound of steak or a pound of rice or some kind of refined or cooked processed food.
Why don't you compare a pound of bananas to a pound of broccoli, cooked broccoli, and see which one is more nutritious?
It's the most satisfying way to eat. It may be a little bit difficult at first to increase the amount of food that you're eating because we are conditioned now to eat low volume cooked foods that don't have much water, so our stomachs aren't as used to accommodating more food at a given time. So it may take a little bit to allow your stomach to stretch to accommodate more food until it feels comfortable, but eventually, after a short period of time, you'll be surprised how satisfying it is.
You have to remember too, I'm pretty sure at this time I still believed that like 100% raw was the way, right? So a lot of this, I think, was me not really being able to see any potential problems because, well, this is the best way to eat, so it has to be fantastic, no downsides, right? I talked about this with some video I did a while ago. Someone was responding to this person saying they were lying about feeling so great on a vegan diet, and I was like, well, maybe they weren't lying. Maybe they were just so excited that they didn't see those things. Do you know what I mean? Until after, once the newness of it all has like worn off, and then you're able to be more objective. And also, you have to remember that I didn't have kids. I didn't have responsibilities at all, except for like my pets, you know? So, yeah, I was able to put a lot of time and energy into food and sourcing good fruit, you know? Because making that salad at the end of the day took a lot of time for just one thing, one portion, like just for me. Holy crap. But yeah, the main thing for me, as I said before, was cost. You know, I think if I'd done this for a lot longer, I would have started to feel worse. I'm sure I would have started to have, you know, some symptoms of deficiencies, particularly eating so low fat. But yeah, I think I gave up just in time. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it was the cost. Just spending that much money, it felt bad. You know, it felt bad, and it felt not like wrong, but yeah, it did. It felt wrong to spend that much money on food. And at that time, like, I knew that 100% raw like wasn't, you didn't need to do that, and like some cooked foods were fine, you know? So I was starting to move away from it. So yeah, I just was not able to justify that cost. I wonder how many other raw foodists there are like that who just kind of, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people tried it for like a week or, you know, or a few days and were like, that's hard. Like this is dumb. But I wonder how many people were like really in it, like I was, and did it for years, and then was just like, you know what, I'm done, versus like, I feel really bad, or, you know, something like that. Maybe even having a health scare or something. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to hear if any of you had a similar experience of just going like, I think I'm done with this, or like, it's too expensive, or, you know, something like that. Yeah. Trust me, I wish I had like a, you know, I got so sick, I lost my period. I did lose my period. I did get my period back. So I can't say that. I was raw and having a period and menstruating. Yeah, but man, I would love to be able to say like, oh my God, it almost killed me or something, you know? Because man, if that's going to keep people away from raw, hell yeah. But yeah, like I said recently, no one's doing raw food diets anymore, are they?
As I said, you don't have to worry about calorie restriction or anything like that. It's super, super simple.
The funny thing is like, I don't have to worry about calorie restriction now. I mean, again, I'm lighter there, but it's not clear what the benefit is. Like, what exactly am I? What's my risk reduction there in terms of what, cancer or heart disease? Like, is there even any? Is there like life extension or anything? I don't know, but yeah, like I haven't been counting or restricting my calories for a little bit now. I've gotten off Chronometer again because I just got sick of doing it, and I haven't gained weight.
Again, you're not going to get fat on fruit as long as you eat enough to sustain a healthy weight and get in your greens and vegetables as well.
Yeah, that's very important. I mean, I hate that, like, you're not going to get fat on fruit. Someone could absolutely still gain weight, even eating a pound of greens or whatever a day and tons of fruit. So, yeah, don't say that, man. You're always going to be wrong. Most people eating that way, yes, they will lose weight. Probably not stick with it, of course, but yeah, they'll lose weight, I'm sure. But there's always going to be a few people who gain weight eating that way, and it's unwanted weight gain.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for a new one very soon.
And I'll have a new video very soon. Wow, so I've been doing that since like day one, huh? But the only thing that's the same, everything else has changed. God, my butt gets so small. I mean, you see my hips there. Like, I'm so out of proportion. I'm definitely the, you know, the upside down triangle or pyramid or whatever. What was that supposed to be? There we go. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely that. And it's, I think, accentuated when I'm that small, because man, my legs get so skinny. My ass just goes down to nothing. But man, my boobs are a lot more manageable though. They're still large, but a much more reasonable size. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, support the channel, patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. And I will have a new video hopefully soon. Oh wait, no, I said very soon. Oh, it's not the same. Shit. Ooh, look at my hair. It is so smooth and so shiny. Man. Like sometimes this is how it looks when I blow dry it. Sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't look like this at all, and I don't understand. Like why? I just want a good hair day every day, you know? Is that so hard? Is that so much to ask?